Welcome to another episode of What's the Skewp podcast. I'm your host, ChiefsKingdom, aka Dre. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. And this podcast is streamed on some of your favorite streaming apps. If you can think of a podcast app, What's the Skewp podcast is on there. It's like Spotify, Anchor, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, etc. Like I said, even YouTube, because y'all watching it on YouTube right now. Yeah, man. What we gonna be talking about today? We're gonna be talking about, first off, what episode is this? We are on episode 20, big 20. Episode 20. 20 episodes in. That is definitely an accomplishment for me and myself, so I want to pat myself on the back for that, because this shit here ain't easy. It's not easy at all. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going to be at 20 episodes from now. But yeah, so what we're going to be talking about first up, we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers. Shout out to my Chiefs for getting the dub and embarrassing the 49ers. It started off a little slow. 49ers ended the first quarter up 3, about 10-7. And then second quarter, we took off. Well, I wouldn't even say basically second quarter. We took off after halftime. Finished the score 44-33. My boy Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback in football right now, and honestly, he could arguably, when he's done with his career, possibly the greatest quarterback of all time. He finished the game with 25 of 34, 423. He basically averaged 12.4 yards a throw, 3 touchdowns, 1 dumbass pick, by the way. But it's okay, because my boy's not perfect. He was sacked once, he had a QBR 90, and he had a rating of 132.4. He didn't even finish the game. That's how we put the game away. What was a surprising pick? A surprising news going into the game was Isaiah Pacheco starting over Clyde. A lot of people been wanting Pacheco to start over Clyde. Me personally, I don't think Pacheco is ready for that, but at the end of the day, I'm no coach and I'm no GM. So, but yeah, he ended up being the starter, but I mean, he only outcarried Clyde by 2. Pacheco had 8 carries, Clyde had 6. They basically were the same, basically. Pacheco was 5. He basically averaged 5 yards a carry. Clyde averaged 5 yards a carry, but Clyde got a touchdown. So I mean, it was basically even, if you ask me. So we'll see how that goes going forward. I honestly don't think that there will be a such thing as a number 1 running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that obviously it's a running back by committee. So the same thing with the wide receivers. I don't think we have a true number 1. I think we just got a good bunch of talented wide receivers that can get the job done. Shout out to Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju Smith-Schuster is actually coming along. Actually, he got 8 targets, had 7 catches for 124 yards. Basically averaged 18 yards to catch. MVS had 3 receptions for 133. He basically averaged 37 yards a catch. Travis Kelce, they tried to get him those 2 yards so they can have all 3 of them in the 100 yard game mark, but it didn't happen. Shout out to my boy McCole, number 17. Shout out to my boy number 17. My boy 17, yeah, he did his thing on Sunday. McCole ended up having 2 rushing touchdowns, and he had a receiving touchdown. So shout out to my Benoy, my guy. McCole is one of the guys that I defend on a regular fucking basis, just because some fact is because the hate is unwarranted. They be like, he can't run routes, he's a gadget player, and he's this, he's that, and blah blah blah. That's he's doing his job. So that's how I look at that. So McCole can almost fumble, and they be like, oh yeah, he scored a touchdown, but he almost fumbled. Like, get out of here, man. Like, but nobody say anything about MVS or anybody like that who drops a ball, or Juju for fumbling a ball or anything like that. Is the main two people that people go after on the offense is Clyde and McCole, and I don't understand it why. Like I said in one of my groups that I'm in, I basically was saying that I think a lot of people got it twisted when it came to McCole. I think a lot of people they think that Kansas City drafted McCole with the idea of him being a number one. No, the Chiefs drafted McCole to fill in for Tyreek Hill while Tyreek Hill was battling his off the field issues, and he was potentially going to be suspended for a while. So that's why so if you bring in McCole, he's a speedy guy, a track star. McCole, I think he ran a 4.32, and I think Tyreek runs a 4.27 or something like that. It's around there. They're pretty close in speed, but yeah. So to not have to scrap your entire playbook when it comes to that, you bring in a guy that could possibly fill in and do the same things that Tyreek does. So yeah, McCole was never brought in to be a number one wide receiver. That's why he wasn't drafted as high as he was. I think McCole was a 4th rounder. I think we got McCole in the 4th, maybe the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look actually, but yeah. So that's my guy. Obviously, he's one of my favorite players on the team. Just based off, like, my guy, he does his damn thing. And even the simple fact is that he had a heel issue, and he could have possibly been pulled. He could have set out, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna go out here and do my damn thing, and I'm gonna fight through this. And I think my guy's finally getting healthy, so I'm anxious to see the type of production he has the rest of the way once we get back from a bye week. But yeah, first up after the bye is the Tennessee Titans, so we'll be ready for them. As far as the defense goes, I still believe that our secondary is buns. Like, no lie, I'm not even. Our secondary, I'm ready to see what McDuffie does when he comes back. I'm pretty sure McDuffie should be back against the Titans. We'll see. Hopefully he's back. If he's not, then we got a problem. But I think McDuffie should be back against the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. I'm not sold on, like I said before, I'm not sold on Reed. Juan Thornhill. I mean, at this point, Ron Thornhill is what we drafted Juan Thornhill to do is basically that's what we're getting right now. I don't think Juan Thornhill is gonna do any. I don't think he's gonna get any better. Not saying that he's trash or anything like that, but it's just in fact is that I just feel like what we're getting now from Juan is what we're gonna always get from him. Yeah, I'm not Sneed. I'm not. To me, he's our best. He's our best DB, but at the same time, he's our worst DB because he's giving up the most yardage. Watson, the rookie Watson. Shout out to Joshua Williams too. Joshua Williams got his first career pick against the 49ers. Jimmy G threw it up there, and Williams just hauled it in. Like, Yeah, like that. He just snatched it. So shout out to Joshua Williams for that. Yeah. So our front, Chris Jones. The boy is a freaking beast. So shout out to Chris Jones. Shout out to Frank. My boy Frank Clark. Frank Clark was out there. He was he got a safety. He did his thing. But now, speaking of Frank Clark was suspended for 2 games for the gun issues and stuff like that he was having out in California. But suspended for 2 games. So, with Clark being suspended for 2 games, so that means Frank Clark misses what does he miss? He misses Tennessee and Jacksonville, so he'll be back against the Chargers, 11-20. So, yeah, he'll be back for the Chargers, and then we got the Rams the week after that. So he just missing the Jags and the Tennessee Titans games. We play the Titans. That's a Sunday night game. So, yeah. But enough of that. Like I said, shout out to my Chiefs. My Chiefs did their thing. They got the job done. Good way to go into the bye. I feel like the hardest part of our schedule it's honestly over if you really think about it. Well, we got the Tennessee Titans, the Jags, the Chargers at the Chargers. Then we got the Rams coming here. Then we go to Cincinnati. Then we go to Denver. Then we go to Houston. Then Seattle comes here. Then Denver comes here, and then we wrap it up against Vegas. So yeah, our tickets are. I'm looking right now. Damn, our tickets as low as $150. Boy, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I was supposed to go to a Chiefs game this year, man, but boy, look, the boys tripping. The boys tripping on them tickets, man. But shout out to my guys, though, man. I'm just happy that my guys is 5-2, and getting the job done, man. So I'm very pleased with my guys all around the board. Defensive D-line looked good. Willie Gay was back for the first game. He was suspended for 4 games for personal conduct violations. The vacuum guy. So yeah. So glad to have Willie Gay back. We got like I said, man, I like our middle linebackers, and I like our defensive line. I feel like with Clark being gone for the next 2 games, it gives us the opportunity to see a lot of Chanel. We get to see, obviously, Dunlap and Karlaftis and stuff like that. So Chris Jones, they even put Chris Jones on the end. So I think the Chiefs knew that Clark was going to be suspended for 2 games. So I think that the Chiefs were just testing some things out, putting Chris Jones on the end. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Chris Jones on the end for the next 2 games. Maybe on the inside as well, but we probably will see Chris Jones on the ends for the next 2 games while Frank Clark is gone. So yeah, we might see Chris Jones and Karlaftis, or Chris Jones and Dunlap. So I'm looking forward to it, though, man. But it's gonna be boring next week. So yeah. But let's get to these picks, cause what did I do last week? I ended up going. Let's talk about these picks last week. I picked the Cardinals, that put me at 1-0. I picked the Bengals, that put me at 2-0. Picked the Cowboys, that put me at 3-0. I picked the Titans over the Colts, that put me at 4-0. I picked the Packers, that put me at 4-1. Put the Buccaneers over the Panthers. Man, the Buccaneers are they're on a downward spiral. I don't know. Like I was listening to somebody on Monday. I think it might have been Max Kellerman. The Buccaneers just looks like they're not enjoying football right now. And it's crazy because it's just a lack of focus from the Buccaneers right now. They lost to the Carolina Panthers. And the Carolina Panthers had just traded Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers, so they basically lost to a third string quarterback and a backup running back, 21-3. Giants. I had the Giants winning. Ravens beat the Browns. Jets beat the Broncos. I honestly I think I picked the Texans to beat the Raiders. I did. Seahawks. I had the Seahawks beating the Chargers. Obviously the Chiefs, 49ers. Obviously the Dolphins beating the Steelers. And the Patriots beating the Bears. The Patriots, they have a quarterback issue right now. I feel like Bill Belichick, he shouldn't have never benched Mac Jones, because Mac Jones, he was struggling, but then you put in Zappy, and Zappy got you 2 dubs the last 2 weeks or whatever, last 3 weeks. And was it last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks? He got you a couple dubs, and you kind of went with the hot hand. And when you bench Mac Jones to put Zappy in, and Zappy, he struggles. So then it's like you can't go back to Jones now, because you basically showed that you have no faith in him. So and I think that the New England Patriots are probably done. I think the Patriots would be probably done right now. Just because the fact is that I think they're going to get a quarterback. I think they should get a quarterback. So maybe Bryce Young will be the next Patriots quarterback next year. Who knows? Steelers Dolphins. I watched that game. Kenny Pickett is a interception waiting to happen. I was watching that game and I'm just like, what the hell is he doing? They do open up the playbook for him though, so that's good. But his decision making, I don't know, maybe it's the gloves, but he has the gloves to give him grip on the ball because he has small hands. So I guess that helps him grip the ball better. But through 2 crucial interceptions down the stretch of the game, and they almost had a chance to win the game too, honestly. The ball was in his hands. That's where quarterbacks and players are made. That's where you build the fan base and the trust in the coaches and stuff like that. So but he didn't get it done though. Dolphins looked mediocre. Shout out to Geno and the freaking Seahawks. I think the Seahawks knew what they were doing before they let Russell Wilson go. They were like, we'll let you go, and we'll run with Geno. And honestly, I think that they're starting to look like smart individuals with Geno Smith, because Geno Smith is actually a top 10 quarterback right now in the NFL right now. Justin Herbert threw the ball 51 times. He went 33 of 51. The Chargers are having an issue right now. They lost J.C. Jackson for the year. Mike Williams went down. I think he had an ankle issue. Keenan Allen didn't finish the game with his hamstring. Keenan Allen tried to give it a go, but he obviously couldn't. He wasn't healthy enough to go through the entire game. So yeah, man, it's hold on right now. Hold on, guys. Hold on. What was we doing? Chicago trades Robert Quinn to the Eagles. The Eagles are going all in right now. They're doing the LA Rams blueprint that they had last year. Well, we don't care about no picks right now, G. We don't care about none of that. So, yeah. I think that Pete Carroll, NFL should mow grass versus turf. I honestly think that they should go back to grass, natural grass. Saints to start Andy Dalton over a healthy Jameis Winston. Yeah. Packers, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers called out his guys, basically saying that it's guys out here that's getting a lot of reps that shouldn't be playing. So, there shouldn't be. So, yeah, there's a lot of drop passes last week. I will say that, though. Yeah, Packers end up losing. But let's look at the standings right now for the NFL. Let's look. Buffalo's 5-1. The Jets 5-2. The Jets are surprising the hell out of me. You know it's crazy because before the season started, I said the Jets was gonna have a good ass season. I think I gotta find it. Where I think, matter of fact, hold on, dude. Hold on. It might be in this notebook, honestly. This notebook right here. It might be in this notebook. Let me see. NFC playoffs. What did I have them? I had Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Packers, 49ers, Eagles, Vikings as my NFC playoffs team. So we'll see how that goes. AFC playoffs. Let's see how that's. I wrote this before the season started. AFC: Bills, Chiefs, Colts. Colts just benched Matt Ryan, so Colts ain't. Yeah. Ravens, Chargers. I had the Browns. Jeez. Oh man, damn. Yeah. Okay. No, it wasn't the Jets. I think I might have did one with my sleeper teams or something like that, but I don't know. I gotta find it. But I had it somewhere to where I had the Jets as a sleeper team. Shout out to them. No, they doing their damn thing. So I'll find it. And then maybe I'll post it on one of my social media apps or something. But the Jets 5-2. They're number 2 in the AFC East. Dolphins are 4-3. New England's 3-4. Baltimore 4-3, Cincinnati 4-3, Cleveland 2-5, Pittsburgh 2-5. Cleveland's lost 4 in a row. Yeah, I think it'll be totally different when Deshaun Watson gets back. He doesn't come back until I want to say December. I think he got like another month to go. But I think I think sometime in November. I think he can start coming back to the facility and training with the team and stuff like that. So Tennessee is 4-2. I want to apologize to the Tennessee Titan fans. Yeah, I honestly had the Tennessee Titans possibly fired by Vrabel, but they got their swag back, and yeah, they're 4-2. So shout out to them. I did see the pictures of their new state, possibly the what they submitted, or just tossing out ideas of what their new stadium will look like. Yeah. The Jags have lost 4 in a row. That was a surprising team. They started off a little hot, I guess, especially with them thrashing the Chargers. KC 5-2, Chargers 4-3, Vegas 2-4, Denver bum asses is 2-5. Yeah, Philly 6-0, Giants 6-1, Dallas 5-2, Washington 3-4, Minnesota. I told you guys beforehand. Minnesota, my sleeper team. It's my sleeper team. I'll tell you it every time we get here. My sleeper team to get to the NFC Championship with Kirk Cousins. Their offense is loaded. You got Adam Thielen, you got Justin Jefferson, you got Dalvin Cook. That right there is enough. You can put Alex Smith back there, and I'm pretty sure that Alex Smith will get them to the playoffs and possibly to, I don't know. Let me not go too far. Green Bay sitting at 3-4. Chicago sitting at 3-4. Detroit 1-5. I honestly think Detroit's probably going to end up firing their coach. The NFC South, yeah. And 3-4. Tampa, Atlanta 3-4. Carolina 2-5. New Orleans 2-5. Yeah. Seattle 4-3. Rams 3-3. San Fran 3-4. Arizona 3-4. So I mean, it's not looking too bad. But we're gonna have our picks and stuff like that on Saturday. Well, no, yeah, Saturday this weekend. So, but speaking of picks, Thursday night is the Ravens versus the Buccaneers. I'm probably gonna go. It's Tampa's favored by 1. Buccaneers are at home, so I'm probably gonna end up going. Oh shit! I'm gonna go Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore on this one. But I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. Tom Brady shows up for these type of games. So, yeah. And I will, because we got a London game too, Broncos versus the Jags. So, that game will be early in the morning. So, I'm going to go Jaguars. I think Russell Wilson's going to play. But I'm gonna go Jacksonville for this game. Yeah. So Thursday night, I'm going Baltimore on the road. But Tom Brady shows up for these type of games, but I'm still going Baltimore. And then Sunday morning at 8:30 in the morning, we got Broncos versus Jaguars in London. And I'm gonna go Jaguars on that one. But yeah. So that's enough of the NFL. We're gonna talk about the NBA right now. Lakers are 0-3. Russ not playing today. My Heat are up 20 against the Trailblazers in the fourth quarter. I'm thinking that is possibly a dub for my guys. Let's see what we looking at. Jimmy Butler got 17. Caleb Martin got 13. Bam got 12. Kyle Lowry. Okay, Kyle Lowry coming along. He got 17. Okay, Kyle, I see you. Tyler Hero got 14. You got Max Strus with 13. Duncan got 5. Gabe Vincent got 6. Dwayne Dedman, he got 2. And the Jovic, the rookie, he got 2. You know, it's crazy. We doing this stuff without Vic Oladipo. So I don't know, man. I did see something before the season start. Oladipo is having like knee issues in his other knee. So I don't know. It's possible that Vic might not even play. He might not even finish the entire season. He might not even play the entire season. I think they did well with Dwayne Wade with the knee issues and stuff like that. So I think Vic might probably have 2 more years tops as an NBA player. I think we're going to see Oladipo probably starting to do like TNT and stuff like that with Shaq, Kenny, and all them boys, Chuck and Ernie. So doing the same stuff like Draymond. We're going to start seeing Vic venture into the new media type stuff. This is obviously Haslam's last year. So what Dame got? Dame got 22. I think we're gonna give Portland their first loss, the first L of the season. We're up 21 right now. So with 7:39 to go. So shout out to my Heat. My Heat to be getting that'll be two double roos. Right now the Lakers are down 15 to the Nuggets into the third. No, not 15. 15. I'm tripping. Yeah. Lakers are possibly going to start the season off 0-4. Cavaliers beat the Magic. Hawks beat the Pistons. Knicks beat the Hornets. What is that? Damn, no defense was played. Oh, that was OT. Knicks beat the Hornets 134-131. Bucks beat the Nets. Giannis put up 43. The Bulls end up beating the Pacers 124. So yeah, man, it's just stuff like this, man. Shout out to my Heat. Let's see what the records are looking like right now as far as the NBA goes. Let's see. What are we doing as far as standings go? Milwaukee's 3-0. Cleveland's 3-1. Cleveland with the addition of Donovan Mitchell, I think they're going to be a problem. Cleveland was a problem last year. So New York Knicks are 3-1. Boston 3-1. New York football and sports in general is looking good right now. Obviously, the Yankees just lost to the Astros in the ALCS. But yeah, Mets made the playoffs too. I mean, you got the Knicks right now. You got the Jets. You got the Giants. Yankees, Mets. They're looking good, man. So it's looking good up there in New York, man. Mecca of sports, man. Shout out to them. Boston 3-1. Washington 3-1. Atlanta 3-1. Toronto 3-2. Chicago 3-2. Brooklyn 1-3. Miami 1-3. Philly 1-4. Indiana 1-4. Yeah, I mean, I think I think a lot of teams are gonna turn it around though. Golden State 2-2. This is the beginning of the season, so New Orleans Pelicans. I got the Pelicans as one of my sleeper teams to make some noise down the stretch. They're up. They're 3-1. Minnesota's 3-2. They got their ass whooped by the Spurs. Was it last night or the night before? One of the two. Then you got Denver. Utah's 4-1. Phoenix is 3-1, and Portland's 4-0. But yeah, man. That's enough for this, man. This is episode 20. Didn't have really much to really go off of, but we're just going off topics and stuff like that. Just chopping it up right now, man. So it's late. It's late. So I promise episode 21 will be more entertaining. So, but yeah, man. Yeah. I've been talking to you guys for 30 damn minutes. So yeah, man, it's your boy SkewpzGotcha, man. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that motherfucking bell. And I'll see you guys this weekend. Let's go.